y'all? Welcome to another video, and today we are going to be diving into the CD collection, and today's artists that we're going to spotlight are the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. Is the Yeah Yeah Yeahs? Are the Yeah Yeah Yeahs? English majors? What is it? Anyways, one of my favorite bands. First discovered them, like a lot of people, when the song and video for Maps appeared on the scene. They'd been around playing in a lot of shows in New York area before that, had released an EP, but Maps really kind of put them on the map. Hey everybody, what do you know? What are the chances? Anyways, so I really like that song, and this is back in, what, I don't know, 2001 maybe, or 2002. It's the era of Napster and LimeWire and all that stuff, so of course I heard Maps, really liked it, liked the video, and I remember the video feeling very cinematic. I think it was part of a soundtrack of a movie, but I don't know if that was the reasoning, but there was just something kind of very cinematic I remember about that video. It just kind of stood out to me. But I went on LimeWire or whatever, and I never really used Napster. LimeWire, when I started when I discovered downloading music like that, LimeWire, I think, was the one, or there was another one like Win something or other. You guys probably know what it was, but and I don't condone that, but we all did it, right? But I went on there basically to check out the album, see what the rest of their record sounded like, and I remember picking it up, and I thought it was okay, but you know, it didn't really. I had the same thing happen with the Strokes, where I like heard the one song, downloaded the record from LimeWire or wherever, and you know, and it just didn't really catch my ear after that. But then a year or two later, I kind of gave it another shot and then kind of got it, so to say. So same with the Yeah Yeah Yeahs. You know, that initial listening to their first full-length record just didn't really catch my ear, but then maybe a year or so later, when they released their second full-length record, then I kind of got it. And I remember going to Best Buy in New York on 23rd Street, buying Fever to Tell, and at the same time they had a sale, or no, I bought Show Your Bones, and then they had a deal that week, because it just come out, that you could also pick up their debut feature-length, full-length, thinking movies, Fever to Tell, for like, they had it on sale for like $7, so I was just like, screw it, so I bought that as well. So anyways, blah 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 blah, enough history there. Let's dive in. Here is their EP, which I picked up after the fact. Some people refer to it as Master, because Karen O, the lead singer, is wearing this necklace that says Master, but it's just self-titled Yeah Yeahs, and that is a CD of rarities that I made myself. But here's the CD. Really good. Now, Yeah Yeahs started out, it's kind of like punk, kind of art rock punk, kind of alternative, post-punk, kind of like a little more experimental sound to them. This record certainly you know, justifies those genres, you know, Mystery Girl, Art Star, Miles Away, Our Time, Bang. So really good EP to check out, just to kind of see, you know, the birth of this band. Then, like I mentioned, their full-length debut, Fever to Tell, comes out. This has Maps on it. I've seen them live a ton of times, and they always put on a really good show. But like I mentioned, this record, when I first heard it, didn't really jump out at me, but then when I picked it up, when I got Show Your Bones, then I kind of really, it clicked with me. Probably my favorite tune by them, Why Control, is on this record. I love that song. The video is great too. I think Spike Jonze directed that one. But just, again, you know, more in that kind of art, rock, post-punk, alternative kind of phase. You know, just some really great tunes on this as well. And they put out a few EPs around the same time. Here's the Maps EP. And some of them have like B-sides. What was on this? Miles Away, which Was that on? That might have been on the first record. Countdown, I don't think, was on the first record, but this is the Maps EP that's falling apart. Then you get Machine EP. This has Graveyard on, I think, is the B-side, but another interesting one to pick up. And I mostly was picking. I was a big fan of the band. I was kind of not going crazy collecting like any and all kinds of things like I used to do with Van Halen, but I definitely was picking these up for like the B-sides and stuff. Then you get Date with the Night, another EP. This has Yeah, New York on it, which is really good. And all of these B-sides from Fever to Tell era ended up on bonus disc on the reissue on vinyl of this. They put like a second LP in that set. I have it. I have a video. I'll put a link below to my Yeah Yeahs vinyl video. But yeah, another cool one. So then Show Your Bones comes out, and the first single from this was Gold Lion, which I have the EP here, Gold Lion. There's a demo on here, a couple remixes, and a demo for the song Let Me Know, which is really good. Kind of like a almost like kind of like a ballady kind of tune, but it's really good. I'm surprised it didn't make the cut, and they've never gone back and put it on anything. But so anyway, Show Your Bones comes out. Gold Line really catches my ear again, and that's when I kind of get it all and become a fan. I really love this album. This is my favorite record. I think some people, you know, view this record as them starting to kind of settle into like a more, you know, standard alternative rock band, but I love it. I mean, all the songs on here are just catchy as hell and just really, really good songwriting on here. You know, Phenomenon, Honey Bear, Cheated Hearts, Dudley, The Sweets, Turn Into, Warrior. I just love this record. It's awesome. Then they put out another EP, Holding Things Over, which is, I don't know if it's called Is or Isis. It's ISIS, but they kind of spaced them out to almost make you think it's is, but there's a song on here where there is no space called Isis, so I don't know, who knows. But picked this up, saw them live when this came out down at Webster Hall. Hey, there's the ticket stub. That's how I know, or how I remember. But yeah, good collection of songs. And I remember I'd seen them before this came out, and they played a song that I really liked, and I was like, I don't recognize that song at all. I wonder what it is. And then when I got this and I heard it, I was like, oh, that's what it is. It's this song called Down Boy, which was really good. So that's is or Isis, I don't know. Then their next full-length record comes out. It's Blitz. I like this record a lot too. They're starting to, it's like a pizza box motif here. They're starting to get a little more away from that punk, art rock, post-punk, whatever sound, and starting to sound a little more, you know, they kind of got away with it, Show Your Bones, and sort of settled into more of an alt-rock kind of sound. And now they're starting to kind of, electronica kind of sounds are starting to creep in, synthesizers starting to creep in. But this is a good record as well. The song titles are blocked by my ticket stubs, but I remember there was a tune on here, Hysteric, which I really, really liked. Dull Life is really good. Runaway. The big singles off of this were Zero and Heads Will Roll. Heads Will Roll really kind of has like a dance kind of vibe to it. Kind of a sign of things to come. And then we get Mosquito with the cover art that many people debated was possibly the worst cover art of all times. I don't mind it. It's weird, but I don't mind it really so much. Both this and It's Blitz, when they were released, they released them like the regular version and versions with bonus tracks. I picked up the bonus tracks versions, which actually came in like digipacks. I bought copies of both versions and just put the bonus track disc in these, and I probably gave away the other ones. But Mosquito, not my favorite record. Again, I saw them. When this record came out, I think I almost like went on tour with them in a weird way, because I was up in the Pacific Northwest and they were playing in Seattle, and I went and saw them in Seattle, and then I was traveling to Portland and they were playing in Portland, so I saw them in Portland. And then when I got back to the New York area a few weeks later, they were playing in Brooklyn, so I went and saw them in Brooklyn. So I saw them like 3 times within a month. You can see these little Y that they shoot like confetti Ys out into the crowd. I think they still kind of do that. The last time I saw them, I think they still were doing that, but I grabbed a few of them and just threw them in the CD case. But this record, not my favorite. When it came out, it was, I was like, I wasn't that nutty about it. There are a couple of songs on here. One of the tunes on here, Under the Earth, I really, really love that song. But the rest of the record was kind of iffy. Sacrilege, Subway wasn't bad. Dr. Octagon appears on one track, but I don't know. It was okay. I just wasn't crazy about this. I don't know if it was the direction the band was going in or what it was, but it just, you know, if I were to rank these, I'm sure this would be kind of at the bottom. But they've since released, you know, they took a break after this record. They toured a little bit, but this was the last record that they put out until finally last year, 2022, they put out a new record. And I picked it up on vinyl. I haven't picked it up on CD. I probably will eventually, you know, but, you know, just as a completist thing. But that record, same as this, it's veering more dance, electronica stuff, synthesizers, and, you know, it just hasn't really clicked with me yet. Maybe it will eventually, but, you know, it's been, I haven't been that crazy about it. But their live shows are still pretty amazing, you know. If you get the chance to see them live, I highly recommend it if you like them. Even if you're just lukewarm on them, I think you'd enjoy the show. They put on a hell of a live show. But that's my CD collection. Let me know what you think of the band. Tell me what your favorite records are in their catalog or favorite songs. If you've seen them live, I'd love to hear that experience as well. And as they say, we'll see you the next time. Later on, y'all.